We have harvested our vegetables and our water. We're ready to move out. So I went ahead and busted many of my weapons on a bunch of these surrounding zombies since these areas don't seem to respawn, including Millwood Manor. I cleared out every single zombie I could there. This is still the human. Any zombies that are still around are ones that just weren't able to be woken up by running in front of them. Now, if I showed up with my revolver and shot in the air, that would probably trigger them, but this is fine. We managed to keep ourselves busy during that week. Let's go ahead and move on to Kinski Foundation, since we're going to go now to the west. Don't know why it switches to Daphne. I mean, I consider Penny our team leader, but since she's the one that goes out in the field all the time. And then we're going to move over to Ashby Hoarder's house, and that'll allow me to hit these 3 areas at once. We could hit this one from where we are, but that would be the only scavenging mission we do today. So let's move on to the next zone. So we'll need to hit a vantage point before we can access 2 more locations that are over here. Let's go ahead and take these 3 areas. Well, maybe we'll save this one for later for a final mission. Maybe. Yeah, the final episode will probably be kind of a short one, I think, if it's just going to be Bernadette Hospital. So we'll save that for the final episode. Let's go and head over to Jensen Elementary. We'll send Hudson to the elementary. I went and took a look at my notes and tried to assign a different scavenger to each location for the next 5 places or so. Let's go ahead and send Hudson. We're going to pack him with a combat knife. Go ahead and give him a pistol. I made some bullets for everybody. And 2 bottles. That's probably enough for this run. Next up is going to be Kirk. We're going to pack, I think we'll pack a revolver for this one. But we'll probably a combat knife and crowbar, revolver, 20 rounds of that, and maybe a bottle. I don't like how my AI just randomly walks up to zombies and aggravates them. Not that the zombies do any damage, but it's just silly. Penny will just sort of rest for a bit while we wait for her turn. Joe, there's not much for him to do at the moment. We've already dismantled everything, including the final lone pieces of box and all that stuff. Frank, he's actually scheduled to go out to, I guess, the precinct. We can do that now since we don't have access to other areas. I'd like to at least find that other spawn. Oh, there's still some stuff here. I didn't realize I missed anything. Thought I grabbed it all, but maybe not. Well, let's pack. Oh, let's pack a few of these. Yeah. Pack 2 crowbars, a baseball bat. Maybe the pipe wrenches too. I mean, that's going to be very loud. I'm unlikely to be to assassinate people with that. But we'll also pack a combat knife for nice quiet kills. Finally, we'll go and I mean, is that enough? Not if I want to clear the entire area. I'm curious to how much we can do. All right, let's go ahead and pack another pipe wrench, followed by the pistol. 20 rounds, and we'll say 10 bottles. Let's see how much we can clear out, assuming, of course, we get the right spawn this time. Michelle, she can just sort of rest in bed. We'll give her that one. Aubrey, she's a little more tired. We'll give her that one. Rahul's fairly tired as well. Oh, Barb's even more tired, but that's fine. Barb will take her turn later. Let's get her some morale. Really, it's just giving people spots in the communal area at this point. Cooper, you go and repair. One of the things I did is the plans. You can see that we have our aviation fuel here. This is where you normally see something like the clothing in the box. Well, for valuables, you notice I'm missing the cross and the briefcase. What I did is Cooper's actually carrying them. I put them on him since I'm unlikely to really send him out for any reason. Because if you lose him, you can't do the plan, and we've already shown the network. Additionally, he takes extra damage in combat, so yeah, it's not really that helpful to send him out. Alright, I think we have everybody situated or sent out. We're not going to really have a lot of water. That's my main... I don't know if concern's the right word. Hold on, what's here? I think is a distillery, right? Oh no, it's a water thing. Yeah, we can actually set up some water here. Yeah, let's do that. No, we won't be here for that long, will we? We'll be here long enough to harvest once, I suppose. We'll do that at least. Alright, so we get to take Lester. And we'll pull one person off the communal area so that they can make some water, which is a euphemism, I believe, for peeing. All right, one person needs to be removed. We'll remove Robbie. He's the least important out of that group right there that's huddled. There we go. Let's go ahead and begin. Jensen Elementary School. Elementary School. Did I pack enough heat for this? I don't know if I did. I probably should have brought some hammers and stuff, actually. Yeah, that twitching that we do when we're Hudson or just done, that happens when you try attacking him as soon as the E prompt appears, and I tapped multiple times. But the game won't register for whatever reason. Let's see, this leads to the cafeteria, which then leads to outside. We can take a peek. Okay, I was gonna say, if there's no food, I'm actually very disappointed. We'll need to turn an area up here into storage. We'll say maybe like the second floor or something will turn into storage. If we can find a room with 2 desks or something. Searchables, that is. Well, maybe not this floor, since it only goes left. Let's go up another floor for now so we can drop off our things that we've acquired. I was mashing spacebar as we approached. Alright, let's go and deposit these. We'll go back down the floor and look around some. Surprise inspection. I don't remember this being here last time. Maybe it was. Maybe it's always been there. They might have added that so you can escape the building if you get trapped, but I don't know. With 47 maps, it's hard for me to keep track of all of them. And my combat knife's already almost used up. We've only killed just a few zombies. As for why I brought the pistol, no real reason. I thought if I get the opportunity to use it, we can try. Yeah, I know there's a hiding spot right there, but if you have, say, a 10% chance of getting spotted and a 0% chance, the gamer's gonna say, pick the 0% chance. Sounds like there's another in here. Yeah. Yeah, and that with that roof there, you can actually just jump out here and not take any damage, I imagine. Alright, got an extra weapon. Good thing, too. I wasn't worried, but he still had 20 bullets. And, of course, I'm like the hand-to-hand champion at this point. Let's go and grab the stuff that we left in the cafeteria real quick. While we're at it, we'll also take a second to see if the courtyard in front of the cafeteria has changed at all. One, two, three, 4, 5. Is this person still just like staring at the door? Let's take a look. Yeah, there's 2 of them just staring at the door. Oh, interesting. You can see that there's a hole right there. Let me demonstrate that for you when we get there. I doubt anything stacks, but let's just make sure. Okay, what would like to take with us to the next building? Take the food for now. We definitely need water. There we go. That stacks as neatly as possible. Oh, and we have 1 piece of lumber at the top. There we go. Okay, so that paneling that was missing was what you would consider a tile if you wanted to think of them as giant blocks. So it'd be, I guess, this one right here. So if I run... Okay, yeah, if you're walking, that's what happens. They didn't actually know where I entered or left. It's very silent for a thing that's fallen apart. I'd like to go in behind them there. We can either kill him now or just... Never mind, we're killing him now. Even though we didn't actually contact him, we still staggered him, and I think that would have quite well alerted him. Okay. I can't tell if someone's actually behind this wall, that's the issue. Okay, and this is the next courtyard, and then there's a third building. Oops, trying to loot this. If we may not, yeah, we don't even have any room for it. That's fine, we'll make another supply depot or storage bay. Now, if I didn't make that thing collapse, I could probably continue using that path consistently. But since it collapsed, we'll just have to go on the ground floor each time, because I don't think he can make that jump. Yeah, I feel like that's just a bit too far to jump. Okay, there is a zombie behind that mattress, or at least typically. I don't see a body. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's a pillow. I can't tell. Well, we'll turn this into a storage room after we make sure there's nothing around in it. It's got 2 containers right next to each other. It's good enough for me. But yeah, by walking, that will make it fall, and then you can't cross it. But I for the video, I have to show these things. I doubt none of this would stack because we just tried to pick it up. Okay, let's see if there's anybody in here. I guess not. Okay, I'm used to there being a zombie behind that mattress. Actually, I can just put the stuff that I picked up on the corpse. I can just put it back on it. No, there's no reason for me to carry it around. Well, I guess we could carry this. Let's go and equip that. And we're back in this area. We skipped this room. So one of the comments asked what I think of the new patch. I actually like it. I know that there's going to be some people that like what you imagine is the hardcore nature of the game with the flimsy weapons and all that. That's fine if you enjoyed it that way. And there are plenty of flimsy weapons in the game, but by and large, most people didn't like it. And I don't think they intended to make this a hardcore experience. I'm sure that there are people that want the hardcore zombie experience, but this is not really that kind of... This has not typically been that kind of game, right? If you take a look at, say, the recruiting the survivors and then feeding them, if you compare that to a regular survival game where you build yourself a shelter, like actually build the walls and everything and farm and all that, it's a substantially different experience. So, I understand that you may... Oh, here, we'll read this lady.
Oh, are you looking for a place to hide too? There isn't much room.
But yeah, I doubt any of those people are actually watching this video, but I mean, I understand if you liked it before. But I do think that, say, a baton breaking after 4 zombies or something is ridiculous. Really. Those zombies are not made of steel, and even then, you could probably smack it against the steel wall fairly, like, you could probably go ham on the wall for a while before it ever even fractures, I would imagine. And if they wanted super zombies, then make the super zombies, and then work the game around that. But it just seemed very silly to me, that's all.
Can I help you?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
What do you mean? You want to, what, help me? No, I'm being rude. I've been trying to find a safe way out of here.
How did you end up here?
It's all a bit of a blur, you know? We heard all those broadcasts, the ones saying things were going to be okay, so we waited.
We? Are the others still alive?
I'm the only one left.
Oh. I'm sorry, kid.
Wish I'd been more careful. I could have done something.
You can't blame yourself.
Well, sure I can. It helps, you know, when there's something to blame. Even if that something's you. Otherwise, there's just tragedy.
There's still hope.
You think so?
My shelter isn't far from here.
Your what? You've got a shelter? How many of you are there?
Come and see for yourself.
You sure? I mean, I'll swing by. If you're going to keep poking around here, though, we'd been staying inside. When it got bad, we had to leave a lot behind. I can't go back in there, and no one's coming back for that stuff. If you're sure, I can come with you.
So she's basically Joe Light. She has +2 backpack space, just like Joe, but she doesn't do the components dismantling thing. That's fine. One of the things people really, really love about Joe is just the extra backpack space. The components thing is just icing on the top. Here you have a backup Joe in case your Joe is hurt or dead. Or just tired. She's really good. Even though I'm assuming she's in an elementary school, but she probably is not an elementary kid. I'm just saying that you can still give her liquor if you want. Jaded, I've been doing some testing, and Jaded does not seem to apply for giving someone liquor. So if you give her a beer, she gets just as much morale as someone else. But that being said, it's probably even more effective on her, not less, because her morale restores slower, meaning that any morale she does lose over time takes you more time to get back, if that makes sense. So I would say give her your booze if you needed to. But there's also another character that we will be picking up very shortly that also would like your booze. But yes, we're gonna go ahead and take her in. We're happy to have you.
You're real kind. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
Also, that dialogue is the same for no matter who says it. That's why it even says, like, instead of answering how many people we have in our shelter, it's just come and see for yourself. I would like it to be a little bit more personalized in some ways, such as, I don't know, if we brought the veterinarian or something, that's Aubrey. She might have something to say about taking care of kids. I don't know. Let's go ahead and take a look. 30-06 bar, that's the next shelter that we can move to, and the Bottle Hill Ruin. This area has a nightmare, so we were saving Penny for this one. Not that she really gets hit. Can't chat with her any further, yeah. She's got a pretty good spot here if you consider the barbed wire. I mean, I imagine that this school did not naturally have barbed wire there. We have good inventory space, so we'll be able to keep moving. We might want to just leave that here for now. I wonder if that zombie heard me running. If he did, then it'd be a little annoying. No, they didn't. Okay. Yeah, if that zombie hears you running, then they start becoming a patroller. Like Mercer High School, there's a gymnasium here. And I think there's 2 zombies. Now that being said, I haven't quite figured out how zombie spawns work. Such as if I wait till December and then finally show up here, will there be more zombies? I don't know. And that's why we have that in our first slot. Really good if we ever needed to equip something in a hurry after we just broke a weapon on somebody. We're going to make sure that the way back is clear. Looks clear enough to me. Man, there's a lot of bolt cutters here. I built one during our week vacation, as it were, in, what was that place called? Fitzgerald House. By now, we should, accounting the one we found here as well, and then the one we just got, I think that brings us up to 6 bolt cutters. There's not even 6 areas left. Once I finish this, you have to let me know what kind of guides you want to see first. Currently, I'm still working on my Steam guide. I'm going to eventually transform it from a map of Walton to more information. Even ever since my early access days. Remember, that was my 3rd... Sorry, let me try that again. By the time I did the live stream, which was before early access was released, man, another bolt cutter. Wow, okay. Try dropping some stuff off if we can, in this direction at least. There's a searchable in here, right? No searchable in here. We'll just bring it back to the previous building. But yeah, I had a list of the zombies in the game, which is one of the reasons why I've kind of been watching how they spawn and stuff. Let's go ahead and carry that. And we'll actually equip that one. I think the first addition to the guide will probably be zombie counts and stuff, so that you can prepare yourself accordingly. The problem is I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to necessarily count them. For example, there's at least 2 zombies in that courtyard, but you can just creep on past without them ever being triggered. Will I count that? I don't know. I would assume no. Under, I guess, most players, they would just not wake up the zombie. Not every background zombie can be ignored. Sometimes they do wake up because you do something in the area. Sometimes they're triggered to wake up. I count those as always ambush zombies, and I would put them down. We're full again, and we haven't even checked the upstairs. Alright, this is the way out. I mean, I guess I could just leave it here because they're literally the exits over here. That's fine. We'll put it all back for now. I don't think there's anybody upstairs. I'm fairly sure there's not, but we'll carry the nail board just in case. And then I'll figure out what to bring up with us. Yeah, there's no one up here. And we found some base resources and bandages. Woo! All right, let me figure out what we're bringing. This is what we're bringing out of here, and we're going to go and clear the ground floor, or at least until we run out of bullets. First, we'll venture in this direction, back towards the third building. Okay, I hit. No, I was okay. That took 4 clicks right there to fire that bullet. I was clicking a lot, and it still wasn't registering. Can I execute you? I don't think I can. Does he know I'm here? I guess so. Oh, I evaded that hit too. Oh, that's good. But yeah, I clicked like 7 times, then I backed up, and then I clicked 4 more times to pull the trigger again. On the first zombie, that is. I'm glad you can reload while moving. Okay, that took 3 clicks to pull that trigger. I don't know why. It does not fire with every pull. And there's at least 2 in the beginning area. We got 6 bullets left. Let's see if there's anybody left in this building. I'm not sure. We might have really cleaned it out. All right, nobody in this wing. Oh yeah, there's this one. Take you on a grand tour of the school building. This is where my storage is. And then the other one's also storage. Yeah, jumping this doesn't get you across, unfortunately. I think you should be able to grab that, even though it's kind of jagged edged. I think your character should be able to grab it. All right, we cleared this floor, and there's nothing on the second floor. So I think we've actually killed every zombie in this building, or this map. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's completely clear. All right, well, that's fine. I'll bring 4 bullets home. If I manage to use up the whole stack, then I would be able to pick up one more item. There's about 3 containers here, so that'll be 3 trips on its own. I'm just running up this way because I left the doors open from earlier. Alright, that was the first expedition. Okay, I brought the revolver for this one. It is mega loud, and there's an unbelievable amount of zombies that'll rush you. So first you should at least find a place you can defend yourself before you pull the trigger. We got 2 sleeping zombies in the back. Not the crowbar this time. That's, I think, my backup weapon. We have 2 more background. Whoa, okay, I wasn't ready for that one. That's fine, I was gonna pull the trigger anyways eventually. Okay, that took 3 tries. Okay, I was firing... Okay, I clicked 4 times on that one. I don't know why it does not always fire. Yeah, I was trying to jump up, maybe... So normally there's like 5 sleepers here and a stealth kill zombie that you can't just get through. So you would kind of... You don't have to go loud, but it would be... it's not a bad idea to. We can probably just use that medkit before we leave. Let's go ahead and drop our stuff off, actually. We don't need pistol bullets here. Rot the bottle just in case. That way we don't have to just shoot a revolver around into the air. Well, wait. This is just you? Where's your friends, dude? Yeah, that's fine. Pretty sure I'm not going to get this one. Oh, never mind, I did. You must not have seen me. Because if they see you, I seem to consistently not be able to stealth kill them. Wonder if I can stealth kill him at all. Alright, front door is clear. Let's clear the backside. If I use the crowbar, this one will just start hugging the wall, so I think we'll use a knife on this one. Okay, I was... Oh, maybe it's because she was aggressive. Alright, that's fine. It takes 4 to 5 hits with a crowbar to knock him down, which is a surprising amount. This guy's gonna be hugging the wall right here. Not sure if I can ever get him to stop paying attention. I mean, you could have just run around, dude. Yeah, I don't think I was allowed to execute her because she was in pursuit mode towards the bottle. Alright, are you going to turn around now? Or are you just going to stay facing this way? I think he's just going to stay facing this way. Alright, did I kill every one of them? I'm not sure. I think I did. I don't know if I left any survivors. There's Miguel. That's the person we're going to be recruiting here. Let's take a look at what we're going to bring home. I'm going to leave this here for now. Well, we'll stack things anyways. I wish you could just hand stuff over to the other survivor, or even use the 1 and 2 next survivor, previous survivor buttons to cycle between them and just to let them pick up stuff or something. I don't know. Alright, so what are we... We'll put down the base resources first. Grab the knife back, and then I guess we'll work from there. Well, I'll check also if there's anything on the left side. Well, we might as well just check the whole floor. Yeah, there's something here. Okay, there's something there. And I haven't searched that. I was busy fighting for my life at that time. All right, I think I'll just grab. I think I'll just take what we've got, but make sure we get everything stacked that we can. We'll just send someone to clean up afterwards. Q. Yeah, we got a couple things stacked on that. I heard grumbling. There's definitely a survivor. Keep it down. Are you alone? Hurt? Look, whatever you're thinking, I'm not gonna judge. Thanks. So, if you made it here, does that mean those things are dead? Some of them, yeah. It twists me up inside to be happy about death, but good God, what a relief. You're welcome. I'd offer to take a look at any injuries they might have inflicted, but I'm all out of supplies. Are you some kind of doctor? What? No, a paramedic. Before they ditched the city, I was taking care of the sick and injured. Now I'm doing nothing, I guess. Not many people out there left to save. More than you'd think. Yeah? Well, here's hoping some of them come my way. I'm tired of feeling useless. If I can help you and yours, I'm in. Let's go. So this dude gets the same benefit that Aubrey the veterinarian does, as well as Daphne. That's, I think, the exact same skill name. He also has Will to Live, which is similar to what Wayne has. He's one of the new starting duo or starting pair that you can. Does Wayne have that? I think he does. Maybe it was the girl. It's one of those two. And finally, he's got Restless, which is definitely what Wayne has. And this one deducts quite a bit of morale each phase, but the community shelter restores so much morale that it's probably not an issue. Still, it is annoying. Despite this being a very strong negative, we don't need first aid training, and this only kicks in when you're low health. Despite all that, I guess we're happy to have you. That's the best news I've heard all week. Be careful out there. Oh, I see. I see there's a dude right there. All right. That's fine. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, wait. I knew it. Okay, so that's why I climbed up back up. Because I was thinking, like, wasn't there something I was going to get? And then I looked at it and was like, I think we're good. No. I was going to use the med kit while we were here. Unless we could stack the med kit with something else, which I don't think there was a second kit anywhere. Yeah, we're going to use that before we're running off. In fact, I was thinking, us trying to plan out some runs, and I was thinking if you pack a med kit with you, since now you can bring anything you want out of the base, you can actually use it before returning to base, so that way you get your health back faster. We'll get the water, drop out the knife, take the pipe wrench. I think this is pretty good as it is. Let's go. Don't jump off, though. Jumping off here I think is okay, but you just land in front of the wall. Unfortunately, you don't grab the wall. Oh, there's a second one here. Maybe I can get both of them. But it would suck if... how do I do this one? I mean, once I fire the round, I think one's going to end up on the left side, one's going to end up on the right side. I think that's what's going to happen. Alright, well, let's see. The right side for sure is going to have someone. Ooh, that's a lot. Try not to leave the area. Okay, I thought I saw more people than that, but maybe not. Thought I saw like 4 people heading towards me. Alright. Maybe those are just the wave lines. Yeah, I was trying really hard not to leave the area, that's why I wasn't backing up. Alright, did we get the new spot? Let's hope. Well, nobody fell this time. And there's nothing here. We also have a full load in our... let's actually close this door. That's so annoying. Well, they've moved a little bit. But I'm pretty sure I've killed this one already anyways. Because normally the one in the intersection's actually just in the middle of the hall rather than in a door frame. Is it all right here? Did I leave anything anywhere else? Oh, apparently, yeah, these guys respawned. There's nothing there. Nothing in that one. Oh, was not ready for that one. Alright, so where are these resources I left behind? Maybe it's upstairs. Building just keeps exploding. No, not there. Whoa! Bye-bye. See you later. Still didn't find those resources, but I think it made for a more interesting video. I heard all those steps coming up, and I was hoping I could defeat the heavy before they showed up. That was funny. All right, Frank, let's just put you in bed. You don't actually need a bandage for that one. If they caught you, that'd be a different story. All right, Michelle, we'll have you barricade. Aubrey, you're a bit hungry. Go and get yourself a casserole. That's a heavy-duty sounding casserole. Listen to that. Let me think. Rahul, you have really nothing that we need you to do. I think we just loot that place a little more thoroughly. Not that place specific, just places in general. The ones that we just cleared. Oh, double clicking apparently works. I did not know that was a thing. I just was trying to get this to trigger. All right, Kirk. Yeah, you get yourself just a little bit more rest. Cooper, you're fine. You're not really doing anything here. Isabel's one of our new contestants. I have her lined up to go to, I think, Bottle. No? I wonder where I had her lined up to go. Let me take a look. According to my notes, I was going to send her to the 30-06 bar. But I wasn't planning on moving there. Unfortunately, I can't reach Bottle Hill Ruin with the new location of Ashby Hoarder's house. That and Kinski Foundation were moved a little bit closer towards the central area of the game. These two are so close together, I don't see the point of it. I liked it better up here, but alright, I kind of get it. Maybe you want them to move over here so they can reach Bernadette, but I think you used to be able to reach Bernadette through Kinski Foundation. Nonetheless, they moved some stuff around and I cannot reach Bottle Hill Ruin. So I guess we do enter the 30-06 bar in order to do that. Alright, that's fine. I'll send her to the Jensen Elementary School because there's plenty of resources there. I don't... Actually, were there any zombies? Yeah, there says there's no zombies left, so yeah, she can just go without anything. And she's got low morale. That's fine for right now. Daphne also needs something to eat. Is she the lowest rest? Yeah, Frank and Daphne. Lester also needs... Lester can pretty much regenerate. I on my testing to figure out everybody's exact stats and stuff, Lester, from what I can tell, restores all of his health even on a crappy bed. I'm gonna really compare, since I can't compare, since I can't see how good his deep sleeper trait is with a bed, I'm gonna try seeing if the community area will help me isolate or figure that out. Alright. Penny, I mean, she's just chillaxing. Oh wait, oh yeah, I can't do the Bottle Hill Ruin until we, yeah. I mean, this has the nightmare, so I was gonna send her there. 9th Precinct. I mean, we could try assassinating people with it eventually. So sure, let's do it. Let's bring the crowbar. Bring in all the stuff that... Any of these knives get used at all? No. Alright, we have one knife. We'll bring a tomahawk. And... I guess a machete. Really, we just probably need more tomahawks and knives. It really depends if we can sneak up on anybody. If I can do a better job sneaking up on the enemy rather than shooting the bullets on the first guy we see and then wake up the whole horde. Like, that wasn't really necessary, but I guess I got trigger happy. Well, on the bright side, we have our revolver available to use right now. Because I brought that to Pogo's, and that was the most gunfighting we did. Let's go and bring some... Oh, I still need some room. Well, it really depends. If we are able to break some of these weapons, I'll be able to bring whatever it is from here back. Okay. And let me think here. Yeah, I think I was just trying to figure out, is this going to be a mainline episode, or do I put this as an unlisted episode? I think this is fine for right now. We'll see how exciting we can get this. I definitely want to get the other spawn though. Just hasn't triggered yet. We have some zombies here. Don't know where they're at, but they're there apparently. Let's see, Frank, you're still hungry. We not fed everyone yet? I'm just flipping through real quick. Looks like everybody's fed. We have people in the bunks. Now let's quickly flip through and get morale done. Those leaving. Miguel, you need some morale. Daphne, you're fine. Penny, Joe, Frank, Michelle's building. Aubrey's really good. Rahul's really good. Barb, we'll send Barb to the community area. I know that she has max morale, but one of the things I like about the community area is it also restores some rest. Lester, let's get you rested. Alright. Oh, and there's also Hudson, but that's fine. He can wait. Maybe he'll get a turn in sleeping in the actual bed. Not that one. We did not find anything. We could dismantle some broken pistols, too, for parts. Alright, let's see what's out there. Alright, this time let's try to be a little more sneaky. Regardless of which spawn it is.
No! Stay away! Get away! Get away!
Okay, that's the guy I was thinking of, and no, it did not turn out to be the next spawn either. Maybe those are the resources I supposedly left behind. Well, she's in the hall now. Last time she was kind of in that doorframe, wasn't she? Alright, first things first, I think we're going to clear the back exit. And then we're going to try clearing this lobby area. Did I bring a bottle? I did. I brought a few bottles. Yeah, for whatever reason, you respawn. They all respawn. I think it's so weird. What about these guys? Do you respawn? Doesn't look like it. And the door's closed. I can't. Yeah, I can't see a thing. Okay, he's new. If we just wait for him to come up to us, we could probably crowbar him without anybody being the wiser. So we'll just sort of sit tight here. I think for this particular section, we'll probably do some fast forwarding of it, or maybe jump cuts to the zombies. I haven't quite decided how I'll edit that out. But watching me sit there in stealth is probably not riveting. I'm not sure. Well, I'll play it by ear, I guess. Alright, then we have this room. This room's probably the most difficult to try to clear. Now, what if I try getting you to stir just slightly like that? Oh, no, that got everybody. Well, I mean, it's a start. Remember that any zombie that is woken up from their sleep, not just from their standing guard, they become immediately alert, like super alert. Aggressive alert, as you can see. But once I get rid of those, it should be child's play to defeat the guys by the police cruiser. But I need to defeat these guys without alarming the giant bunch to my left. So that's why I packed some of these stealthy weapons, or slightly more stealthy weapons. It'll be fat, even though it's a further distance using the mirror. You can kind of open up a door, stab the person, and close the door much quicker than you can jump across. I believe there were 5 enemies, so I should really wait until there's a gap. I see 4 right now. Maybe there's 4 enemies. Or the other one just never got stirred up. Oh, that's not good enough right now. That's not a large enough gap for me to utilize. And there's no other avenue to approach this side, because you have to unblock that door before you can enter from that side. Yeah, these guys are just way too close together. Maybe I'll go stab some other people and come back to this later. If I can get red shorts to just slow down a little bit. No, they didn't notice that. Alright, we'll come back in a bit. And there were some people in the forensics room that I did not dispatch. And also there's the rooftop people as well, but I'd like to use the gun on those, because there's not a lot of room to work with. Okay, I can tell from the violin calming down that there must have been someone over there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just throw a bottle without even seeing the guy. Yeah, I remember there were 2 there when we were charging through this room earlier. I specifically remember those 2. Nope, I got inventory screwed right there. Sometimes when you're opening up your inventory, you cannot get out of it. This typically happens when your character is doing some sort of animation, which is when I open my inventory, because I mean, first off, we can't even see my character. And second, I can't do anything during those animations, so it seems like the good time to do your inventory. Since this is so loud, I'm going to actually close this door ahead of time. I don't think they would have heard it anyways, but it is really loud nonetheless. Plus, it's Penny, and I believe her weapons are quieter than normal. Unless they changed that. Now, the heavy's always really, really slow. We'll just be patient. There's absolutely no point to this, especially since the police precinct respawns. We're just doing it because it's a challenge. It's there. We'll leave the door open, actually. Alright, let's see how this group is doing. Oh, they got even closer together, but that one is kind of straggling back there. I might be able to get this one. Alright. So those two are glued. The one in the back we might be able to with Penny's sneaky ability. It does, I mean, I do think it's dampens her attack sounds as well. But not if they're that close. Alright, this time I'm standing. You can't uncrouch and stand and stuff until you back away from the door and complete all of the animations associated with it. I would like to be able to just uncrouch immediately, but whatever. I'm going to try to distract the one in the back. But at first I have to figure out actually how far that sound reaches, especially with Penny. They're all overlapping, though. Alright, let's try. That's probably way too far for them to hear. Yeah. I was using the chair as a marker, but I also know that it takes time before I'm allowed to move again. That's a bit of a better gap. Red shorts is still in the way. This time I'll wait until they get to the edge of the table, then I'll just hop in and out. Nope, did not get them. I thought I might have when they stopped. Alright, so before they get to the table, I'll try hopping in and out. Right now my character is in standing mode, so it should make some sort of sound. Ooh, this is actually pretty good right here. I think we got her. Yeah, we got someone. Nope. Yeah, we aggravated her, so now she's off the synchronization. Hopefully she doesn't get resynchronized by just... Oh, please don't glue yourself to red again. That was the whole point of this. Alright, that works. I think I might be able to get red. Alright, then we'll get blue. Nope, not if she stops instead of him. Now, we've already seen what can happen when you make a little bit too much noise, and if you have to get bogged down fighting someone. That's not helpful. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide in this room. I wish you could hide more often, like just other places, but the game does not really permit that. Then we could try other things, such as hiding behind the door, then closing it when one passes through, or something along those lines. I think I just distracted both of them. That's not great, but right now I couldn't do anything anyway, so I guess it's not a total loss. And if they can keep that distance from each other, I can actually get them. Now remember that the sound effect is made as soon as the animation sticks both of your characters in place. So there's no like, well, when you eventually grab them, then the distance will increase. No, they'll hear you immediately. I would like that to change. I'd like the sound to actually happen when the strike happens. All right, you can imagine we'll be able to we'll use a crowbar for the next one. Okay, I wasn't sure. I really thought there were 5. Oh, I guess that's not one. That's just a body. All right, now I've opened that. That means that all the zombies by the police cruiser can enter the building. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just throw this bottle and close the door. I'm gonna start knifing them as they walk back and forth. Now remember, the last time I woke some sleepers, they ran over and smashed up my door, but it looks like the bottle's far enough away that that's not going to happen this time. There are 3, 4, 5, I believe. Counting them, well, 6, 7, there's 7. Counting them is pretty important, so that way you know when to jump out and stab someone. I think I've decided it's going to be like a montage or a super cut of me stabbing all the zombies, or using whatever weapon we have on hand. Maybe I should have brought more knives. Now, their patrol path does get them to stop before they enter the precinct, even if the door were open. But you do have to wait for a very long time before they return. Alright, and we just sort of do this until they're all gone. The first chunk was the largest group because there was no way I was going to be able to sneak kill them without clearing that immediate vicinity. But if I can just get little bits at a time, it's actually going to be faster than waiting for them to bounce back and forth, because they have to bounce at the far end of the map before they can return to me. I'm going to put in captions on the screen now how long it takes this zombie to make a round trip. I did get hit, because I figured there's like an 80% chance I was going to get caught if I went for the very first zombie. I think I could have gotten it, though, if the game would have actually attacked. I hit E a few times and did not take. You have to walk a little bit closer than hitting them at the edge of your E key. And none of them woke up from the crowbar, so I'm going to go ahead and throw another bottle at this point. We'll throw it at the wheel. Then we'll wait for the next batch. Alright, now we'll throw it at, say, this door hinge. Got one right there. And another one there, so we can probably grab 2 in the next one if I throw, say, at the hinge of the car's front. Get 5 right here. I'd like to try to get just a couple of them. So we'll kill the dress lady first, and then we'll go for that 5.
Alright, next group.
All of them? Hmm. Okay, I guess this side's done. Ah, dodged too early. I knew he was going to appear. Okay, the next section we're going to do is, I think, these lobby zombies. So what I think we'll do is we'll throw the bottle at the hinge of the rail right here, and then just close the door. See, that looks like 4 of them. We might be able to get that last one right there, if it's just 4. Managed to slow down one of them. Okay, I think we throw a bottle like right here. That one took a while. And also, I almost alerted him because my character kept trying to close the door. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3 in the next category or set. So maybe I'll throw the bottle like here. let me check upstairs real quick, make sure we've looted everything. Because I am running low on weapons at this point. Yeah, there's nothing right there. And there is nothing right there. So yeah, probably everything's been looted. We already checked the radio room. I've just got this and my combat knife left. We've used up, I think we had 20 bottles, so we've used up about half. Okay, this looks like a group of 5, 6. And we're almost done, actually. I think there's just like one more behind that fence, I guess. I'd like to get only a few of them, though. Six is quite a bit to wait for. Alright. The lead was the easiest one to separate. But I might be able to get the back one this time. They keep synchronizing. Alright, just down to my combat knife now. I don't want to wait in that room, because that zombie might eventually spring to life, because I'm just sitting around. Well, I mean, I probably have one stab left in this knife, and there are those 2 zombies remaining. Alright, I guess we go fisticuffs. Well, realistically, I'll probably just shoot him. Let me think here. I would like to get the sleeper in the background. But, I mean, I guess I could just spin an extra revolver bullet to make sure I don't get hurt. So we'll just go ahead and do that. We'll fire around in the middle of the intersection, so if there are any zombies in these side passages, they'll at least pop out. But if we could be economical, might as well. Let's see if we can get her. We're not done yet. I'm going to trigger the radio room and then fight my way through the front exit. There should just be maybe like 2 zombies, because they took out all this super spawn. It used to be something along the lines of 17 to 20 zombies. So I'm going to go close these doors so that way... Oh, yeah, that way we can at least fight each one. I'll close these doors too, just in case. I wish I had more weapons, but I Ended up packing more bottles than I needed. Yeah, I also found a couple bottles as well. Just by walking right here, that spawns them all in. And those you can't do anything with. Might be able to just double shot this. I should have left the doors open then. That should be it. I don't think any others spawn back here. We also have the nightmare room, so let me get those as well. We already looted this place. I just need to get these guys. Took 3 pulls to fire that revolver. Oh, we also have the rooftop people. I forgot about them. May not have enough bullets for this. So what I think I'll do is I'll wake them all up and then run left and shoot what I can. Let's see, there's about 6, right? So I got 11 bullets. Maybe there's 7. We'll see. Okay. Well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there were 6. It took me 4 shots to kill 6, so not too bad. 3 would have been the best, but it's understandable if I didn't get them all a double shot. Alright, and we cleared the upper left and the radio room on our first pass through with Frank. I think there's just like one here. We'll follow him just in case I can double shot anybody else, but I think it's just this last one. As far as I know, this zombie doesn't alert anybody, even if he were to see you and then like bang on the windows. Yeah, we cleared out everything in this spawn set, until the next respawn, of course. So there's actually absolutely no point other than just for the video. Alright, another successful run. Frank, I guess, get some more Z's. How's my water coming along? How long until that's done, people? 2 phases. So we might cook something this phase. Frank, actually, we'll move you to the wimpy bed. I'm not looking at my map right now, but some of the shelter beds give you 30% back. Some of them give you 70% back. I went ahead and found all that info myself. Here's the thing. If you're not familiar with my channel, when I write stuff on these games, there's no information out. So you'll see these maybe years later. It's like, oh yeah, everybody knows that. There's a wiki on it. Well, there's no wiki for this. I am the wiki. It's not quite as cool as saying I am the law, but that's unfortunately my role here. Alright, Isabel, you are really tired, so we might no, we're gonna give you a little bit of morale. It'll also have the side effect of preventing you from losing rest. You don't need to eat anything right now. Penny, I mean, I'm not going to worry too much about your nightmares right now. We might send you out again. Maybe even give you some coffee, then you don't lose rest. You might get your rest back. You have a 50-50 chance, maybe. Whatever nightmares is. So let's say you have a 50% chance of not getting rest back. I have a 50-50 chance of not getting any rest when I drink that coffee. Wow. That threat disappeared. Am I just not going to see a spawn set B or what? Alright, I mean, we'll keep trying. We got, let's see, we've already looted this place dry. We haven't touched this one yet. I guess we'll just need to send someone to loot Jensen Elementary. Joe, I guess that's you. Frank is resting. Michelle, she's okay. Barricades are fine. Aubrey's good. Rahul's fine. Lester, he could use a little bit of rest. We'll actually put him in probably the communal area. He does get more rest than a normal person. I don't know how the communal area affects his rest bonus. We have other people that could use more sleep, like Robbie. I am not entirely sure, but I feel like on the tests I've done, if I send one person into the communal area by himself, he gets 10% rest. But if I send a group of people, some of them might get 20% rest. I don't know if that's a bug or what. Cooper, let's get you something to eat. Isabel's resting. Miguel. I mean, you would like to go out there, wouldn't you? So what I think we're doing, so we have 2 phases left to go here. We will hit this next phase, and that'll be the next episode, because realistically, if I want... I think it's too much to pack everything in Fitzgerald area, the whole King's Side section. This section, these 3. I think that's too much to pack in one episode. My episodes do tend to be long, but I try to kind of keep them, I don't know, movie length? I don't know. So these 3 will be its final episode, I believe. So we'll wait a turn before we do that. I'm not going to steal from these people. I think, I don't know, we send Miguel out to go check out 9th Precinct Station. Maybe we can kill some people there. Let's bring any of their damaged weapons. Do we have any others left? Cycle through them. Okay, there's a crowbar. And now it claims there's not a lot of threat value, so I don't know if the ones I killed in the back would have been the ones that spawned in the front. That's actually, well, I mean, I'm not going to worry too much about swapping them right now. We probably will later on during the fight, if there happens to be a fight. There might not be. Let's see here. How much revolver ammo do we still have? We have 76. Let's bring the pistol for this one. And full stack. As well as at least 1 stack of bottles. Maybe, we'll say it's 2 stacks of bottles. How about that? Anything else we should bring, just in case? I mean, we could bring a bat. I'm not sure where I originally had these bats. Probably this one is the one that's actually in the proper order. So we'll take all of this in case we happen to find another spawn set. But we might have, maybe it's not an entirely different set of zombies. Maybe they just kind of reshuffles the zombies around. Perhaps the ones from the back go to the front. I don't know. All right, Daphne, let's get you cooking. Since we're going to be here for 2 phases, that's excellent for cooking. Now, I don't know how much... We do have some water, so let's go and do that. Penny, I guess, even though I'm not too worried about your nightmares, we'll go and just put you in a communal area for now. There's not too much that's pressing with this many people around. Frank is resting. We have all the communal area stacked. That isn't 4 people there. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. We have all the people in the game, by the way. So we have plenty of people available, more than the stations allow. I wish you could get more water, but you're only limited to 3. That's silly. That really is. Because the game requires more water than that. Okay, so when we were planting, it takes 12 to do a full plant. And planting happens faster than water collection. With water collection, I think you get 18, so I have 6 spare water, which is 3 cooks of casserole. Now I know that you're not really expected to have all 15. I get that, but only cooking 3 times and like that's all the water you have if you are planting and collecting at the same time. All right, Barb, we should probably get some more stuff. We have spent a lot of resources in the past few days, so let's get a couple more of those. Another axe. How about another of that, and then we'll make the rest revolver bolt. Oop. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, I think we go to the next phase. We got all the sleepers. Hey Miguel, let's see if you're lucky at all. But since we actually ended up killing the threat, I'm guessing that it's not... all this time I actually thought the reason the precinct was such high threat was that there were 2 different stacks of zombies, but they probably just shuffle around. Alright. I do also wonder if the radio spawn zombies, you can get them to spawn more than once even after you kill them. And I don't think it's that they're respawning. I think maybe it's that it's pulling from that as a stack. So I took a screenshot of the threat value before we started this mission. Go and close these doors so I can easily kill the zombies. Come on, close that door. The door acts a little funnier than the others because it used to be a locked door. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and spawn that group. I'll sneak in behind them. It's fine. Probably easiest this way without getting anybody alerted to me. It's going to do the ominous music even though we've already cleared out this area. Ooh, spooky. There's a zombie back there with the shadow, but you can't do anything with him. Managed to break that. Let's go and work on this. Now, I know that it's pronounced baton, or at least typically, but I have heard someone say baton once, and I think that's hilarious. I don't think he intentionally did it. It might have been an AI thing. But then I heard somebody speaking, reading like a news article, and he did say baton, so maybe there are regions that say it that way. But yeah, I know it's a baton, or at least that's the way I would say it, but baton just sounds so much funnier. There's 1 zombie in each room. We're going to just silently kill each one. And then take a look at the threat value and compare that and see if it has gone down at all. However, if you count each running zombie as a separate instance of zombie, that's 2 running zombies I can think of. There's the 2 guys behind the glass. One's banging his head against the wall over there, and one is trying to scare you over there. And then there's these 3, which only disappear when you walk left. But you can't trigger them by firing a gun or anything. The reason I close this door is because that way I can kind of move briskly up to the door and then sneak in once I see the giant group of zombies. Okay, well, Penny got her recovery on. Now let's take a look at the zombie stack. I'm gonna take a screenshot here and compare. There's literally a pixel difference after having killed those 4 zombies. There literally is a difference. But we're going to go ahead and keep moving on, and if we happen to be able to reach the precinct from there, we'll go ahead and do some more, but I doubt we can. The next episode, we'll finish up the game, I believe. We just need to do the 30-06. We'll hit the Bottle Hill ruin, as well as the nightmare associated with it, and then clear St. Bernadette Hospital in order to get the 2 endings associated there. You don't have to clear it, but we can see that there's a high threat level waiting for us to make use of the area. And that'll be next episode, and I assume will be the finale. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. I'll see you next time.